A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Friday, April 5th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. A Mid-Hudson man is in the Ulster County Jail, charged with murdering a woman in the town of Rochester, authorities said on Thursday. 50-year-old Damon Foy has been charged with killing the woman Wednesday night. He was arraigned in the Esopus Town Court and remanded without bail pending a future court appearance. The Ulster County Sheriff's Office is investigating with assistance from the state police. Authorities did not provide a motive for the killing. Middletown Common Councilman Joe Massey is calling on Orange County legislator Joel Sierra to either come back to work or resign from his government post. He has not attended a meeting of the legislature since 2018, yet he continues to collect his $29,000 annual county salary and benefits. Massey says this situation has gone on for too long.
Why hasn't the leadership of both parties in the legislature or County Exec Steve Newhouse done anything about this, or at least spoken about it both publicly and continuously? Is it that the city of Middletown doesn't have complete representation, that it's okay? Well, not with me. I have sat back long enough hoping someone in the county would actually step up and address this terrible situation.
Sierra has supposedly been unable to attend sessions since he sustained an injury as a paid Middletown city fireman. There has been no response to phone calls and emails to his county email and his cell phone. This is not the first time a public official has called for his removal or resignation. In the fall of last year, Mayor Joseph DeStefano made the same request. With the sale of Mobile Life Support Services Ambulance Company last year, communities that relied on it for emergency services are now looking for alternatives. The city of Newburgh is the latest to do so and will sign a contract with Empress Ambulance Services, said City Corporation Counsel Michelle Kelson.
It is significantly more expensive than what we previously have had to pay for these services. It is consistent and in line with other municipalities who are also facing the same obligation to either provide that service internally or contract for it externally.
The new service contract will run from now through December 31st, 2026, with a price tag of $2.8 million. After decades of sitting fallow, the once popular Borscht Belt Grossinger's Hotel and Golf Course could rise up again. Sullivan County Partnership President Mark Baez says a developer has expressed serious interest in the site.
For us, bringing that golf course back to what it was in its heyday or better, and getting that resort property back online is certainly a priority, and I think it's something that would go very well for the community and enhance the economy there in the town of Liberty.
Grossinger's Resort closed in 1986, and the golf course stayed open until 2017. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
A 36-year-old Washingtonville man pled guilty in Orange County Court to manslaughter and criminal sale of a controlled substance in connection with the death of a man in the town of New Windsor in July of 2022. An autopsy revealed the man had died due to a fatal overdose of fentanyl. At the time of his guilty plea, Timothy Lipinski admitted that he had sold the dangerous drug to the victim. He also admitted that at the time he sold the drug, he knew and consciously disregarded a substantial and unjustifiable risk that the man might die from consuming fentanyl. When sentenced in June, Lempicki may face 2 to 6 years in prison on manslaughter and 3 years behind bars and 2 years of post-release supervision for the felony of criminal sale of a controlled substance. It's pothole season in New York, and drivers traveling on the region's roadways know about them all too well. Route 17 in Sullivan and Orange counties is no exception, and state transportation workers have been busy preparing to undertake the annual spring task of repairing the roadways. Lance McMillan, the regional DOT director, says several factors contribute to the pothole problem. He says they repair them year-round and they crop up for a variety of reasons.
Typically this time of the year, we see that oscillation above and below the freezing point on the roadway, causing problems as moisture gets into the roadway and then freezes overnight. It sometimes pops the potholes out. So the staff are out 365 days a year addressing what we can.
DOT officials remind motorists to report potholes by calling 1-800-POTHOLE. Mary Jane's ice cream stand on Route 9W in Middle Hope was forced to shut down after a February 2023 incident in which a car crashed into it. It's now reopened for business with a new look after more than a year of reconstruction. It was over a year ago when the building was destroyed and resulted in the business being closed all last summer. Margaret Gallo has owned the shop for 10 years, and once she picked up the pieces, the stand was rebuilt and reopened effective today.
Not being open for all of last season, I think, was kind of a downer for a lot of local and not so local people. You know, we have a lot of people that travel to the Hudson Valley, and if they're coming to one of the orchards or the farms, you know, this is kind of a stop along their way. And unfortunately, we weren't able to be here last season, but we are definitely back this year.
Town of Newburgh police had charged 30-year-old Cheyenne Reynolds after her car crashed into the building with driving with a suspended license, DWI, 3 counts of aggravated unlicensed operation of a motor vehicle, and several vehicle and traffic violations. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.